Hey guys, this is Experience J, here to tell you a little bit about Anchor. Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. Anchor gives you everything you need in one place for free, which you can use right from your phone or your computer. Creation tools allow you to record and edit your podcast so it sounds great. They'll distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard everywhere. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many more. You can easily make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Life is a struggle. We can't escape that. But it's what you do when you're in the midst of that struggle that defines who you really are. Who am I? Hell, I haven't quite figured that out yet. But what I do know is that when it comes to rising from the ashes, no one does it better than me. Damn, it's 4:30 already? Shit. What is it?
Guess who has some morning tea?
Damn, I still got morning breath. Can it wait?
Girl, you stupid. Call me back when you get en route.
You would think they would let a motherfucker sleep, knowing that I gotta be up at 4:30 every single morning. Oh, but no. It was absolutely imperative that I heard the latest tea, and my friend Raven always made sure I got me a good cup. She was an elementary school teacher by profession, but if I didn't know any better, I'd say she majored in communications, cause all that bitch do is talk. But I ain't gonna lie, I'll be ready to hear it. Alright girl, so what's the tea? I called Raven back on video chat, a ritual we did like every morning. And since I had a long trip on the way to work, I was always down for some early morning entertainment.
Yes! Good morning, boo. Push all the way through with that big face, honey.
Yes, check out this red lip though. Mwah.
I see it, yes. So, girl, listen. You know how Amani Crenshaw be all up on the book with her boo acting like they J and B, right?
Yeah, I be seeing that little hashtag we brag different posts. They cute.
Well, girl, Miss Amani about to release her whole entire Lemonade album because according to my sister, Ryan be all up in her inbox trying to get in them draws.
Shut up.
Girl.
See, that's what I be talking about. Social media out here creating fairy tale lives. Motherfuckers be so shiesty. Oh my gosh, girl.
Girl, I know, right? That's why I keep my ish under wrap.
Oh, you do? Now here I was thinking that you and your boo was faking for the book too. With all them little cozy family photos. Girl, bye.
Ooh, is that a little breeze I feel on the line?
Why, yes, lovely. That's a little bit of that early morning into the summer breeze.
Why so much shade so early in the morning?
Listen, girl, I'm just saying.
Anyway, girl, you know I had to call you and tell you that little sip of tea.
Tea indeed. Anyway, let me call you later. This train about to go under the tunnel.
All right, boo. Have a good day.
I could have talked a few more minutes, but honestly, I just needed to get my mind right. I always needed some early morning peaceful time to prepare myself for the day. I generally turned on my headphones and let the music take me far away.
No one could buy you. You got that thing that vibes who I insecure would hide from. You got your beat, your drum too. They tried to steal your sunshine away, babe, but your light, it shines all day, babe. And when the world gets dark and the waters wave, the strength within keeps you above, baby. God bless and no stress, cause you still win. Stay up to the dawn, you'll see the sun again. Light it up and have fun until the end. Release all the tension from your mind.
I'm Keena, by the way. Keena Matthews. I'm a 29-year-old unfulfilled teacher's assistant and a struggling artist/writer. I write books, plays, songs, TV and movie scripts. You name it, and I do it. And not to boast, but I'm pretty damn dope at it too. I've been almost famous at least a dozen times, but of course, that never manifested into anything. I've been left with empty promises, deals that fell through, and believe me, I've survived every trick and scheme of the entertainment industry that you could possibly imagine. So now, I'm just trying to figure out how to pick up those broken pieces and go get what's mine. Every day I get up is a struggle. Knowing that I'm not doing what I was meant to do is like taking a knife to the throat daily. I literally dread the sound of my alarm clock because I know that when that alarm clock goes off, that's my reminder that I'm stuck. I don't want nobody feeling sorry for me. I'm hungry, and believe me, I'ma get there. And you get to enjoy the journey with me. So this is my story. A day in the life of an everyday woman on a grind, pursuing her dreams and pushing to reach her destiny, with a little bit of ratchet shit in the process. I'm back and forth sometimes, in between my mind and reality. So excuse me in advance. It's just a lot going on over here, and well, making my pen bleed seems to be the only thing that keeps me sane. So where should I begin? Okay. So you briefly got introduced to my girl, Raven. Raven was one of my closest friends. She's basically family. We share the same zodiac, and so we get each other. I know, folks always talking about that zodiac shit ain't real, and it don't matter, but believe me, it matters. Because when no one else understood me, I knew that Raven would. Like me, Raven was a go-getter. She had recently launched her party/event planning business, and she was even working on a nonprofit. She really prided herself in giving back to the community and was all about her business. She juggled being a wife to her husband Derek and a mother to their son DJ. Derek was no businessman, but he was a hard worker. Not exactly who I would have chosen, but if she loved him, so be it. But then again, that's probably why my ass is single. But I'll talk more about that later. Every day I got up, I got dressed, and I headed off to work. I had to be there by 7 a.m., and since I didn't own a car, I had to get my happy ass on public transportation in the wee hours of the morning. Yep, I had to go through the hustling and bustling of people pushing and shoving, trying to make sure they don't miss their damn train, even though another one was literally coming in 5 minutes. Other days, I just prayed that the motherfucker didn't shut down or be single tracking, because then I'd be late. It was a hot-ass mess, but hey, that was the name of the game. On a good day, I usually arrived to work around 6:45. Tubman Academy was where I'd been employed for the last 7.5 years of my life, a place that I initially only planned to be for a short period of time. Funny how life works, right? Every single time I stepped into that damn building, I swear it was like a weight that just fell on my chest and made it impossible to breathe. There were very few smiles in that building. You would think that a place where kids dwell would be filled with joy and laughter, but no, not there. Walking through those doors was like reaching the point of no return. My coworker turned friend, Ayana, I called her Yanni. She was the only person who I really connected with there. She made the day go by much quicker. We were always sending texts and spilling a little bit of work tea here and there. She was like the only one who didn't have a stick stuck up her ass, so we were mad tight.
Good morning, sunshine.
Hey, girl. You know I almost called out this morning, right?
You're fired.
Shit, I wish. I need those good old unemployment benefits so I can stay home and finish publishing this damn book.
You better bring your ass to work, girl.
You already know. I was on Craigslist last night trying to get my life. All I need is one response, and it's on.
Yeah, I feel you. It seems like no one is hiring these days, though.
I know, but something gotta give, because I ain't gonna be here next year.
Bitch, you said that last year.
She was right. I did say that last year. And the year before that. And the year before that. Now here it was nearly 8 years later, and I was still stuck at the same damn job. A place that was slowly sucking the life out of me. What the fuck was I doing? Ever since I could remember, I knew I wanted to be somebody important. Even at the age of 7, I knew exactly what I wanted. I wanted to see my name in bright lights. I wasn't exactly sure how I wanted to do it per se, but I knew it would have something to do with writing or music. From the very moment I picked up a pen, I knew I'd never put it down again. Writing just does something to me. It's intrinsic. More than just something I've always done, it's a part of who I am. And that's just a feeling I've never been able to shake. When I'm writing, it's like magic, yo. I drift off to another world, and for a moment, shit is alright. I'm not worried about bills, my unfulfilling ass job, being almost 30 and still single. None of that shit. That's why I know that writing was what I was meant to do. And that's why I push myself so hard. I'm determined to go get this shit right by any means necessary.
Keena, are you listening?
Yeah, girl, I heard you.
What'd I say then?
Shit, I don't know.
I said, here comes Corey.
I can't do him today.
Oh, but you can do him any other day?
Mostly just the weekends.
You nasty.
Hey, Matthews. Hey, Jones.
Hey, Patterson.
Oh, all right. I got you. I see how this is.
You're an asshole.
I know. I can't help myself.
You are so mean to him. I would have never guessed you two were sleeping around. Like, do y'all even really like each other?
I mean, I like his sex. Does that count?
You stupid.
I mean, we supposed to be acting inconspicuous, right? Make sure nobody ever finds out, you know? So, I gotta act like I don't like him.
Yeah, but are you even acting?
Well, not really. I mean, sometimes. But that dick, though, yeah, that dick is my best friend, girl.
Well, you wouldn't be getting under my dick acting like that. He's stupid.
Girl, bye. He knows what it is. So just to catch y'all up real quick, Corey Patterson was my coworker. My cocky, self-absorbed, annoying, needy, fine-ass, big dick coworker. I know. They say don't shit where you eat. But I'm guessing whoever came up with that never met Corey's fine ass. But it's cool. We had an understanding. So yes, I was fucking my coworker. Yes, I hated his guts. And yes, that dick was so good. Any questions?
So what about Smith?
What about him?
What if he finds out?
How the hell he gonna find out?
I'm just saying. You're not nervous?
Yanni.
What?
I hate it when motherfuckers did that. Why she have to go and bring that shit up? We were having a perfectly good conversation, and boom, with one word, she ruined it. Smith, a.k.a. Lamar Smith, was another one of my coworkers, but he was like one of my best friends. He was slightly younger than me, quiet, but funny. We just clicked. He was everything that Corey was not. And yes, I occasionally fucked him as well. Don't get all crazy and start judging me. It was different with Lamar. Corey was like that quick fix I just needed from time to time. But Lamar, he was like the yin to my yang, the man of my dreams, the one that if I had my way, we would be together, like full time. Lamar made love to me, and it was always amazing because of our connection. But it was way more than just sex with us. He understood me. And in my world, that was so important. You always need that one person in your corner that just gets it. I never got that from Corey, though. With him, it was just strictly physical. I can't lie, he was a good fuck. And you know what? Occasionally, a woman just needs to be fucked right. That's it. But let's be clear. I wasn't in a relationship with either one. I was single, and therefore, as long as I was safe, I could do whatever I wanted.
But you're dealing with two dudes in the same building.
Allegedly.
You are a mess. Well, it's already 7:15. Let's go get the day started.
I guess. Don't get me wrong. I hated my job, but I loved those kids. Honestly, they were probably the number one reason why I'd been there so long. Yeah, I could probably go and educate kids anywhere, but I had a special connection to the children of Tubman Academy. They were like my babies, and to be honest, I kind of become attached to them. Since I didn't have any children of my own yet, Those students were like the closest thing to it. It's not always that easy to get up and walk away. You know, when your heart is really in it. Next to writing, knowing that I had a positive impact on shaping a child's life was like one of the most rewarding things I've ever done. It was amazing. But when you work in a building with people who are filled with bitterness, spite, and remnants of their deferred dreams, well, sometimes it just becomes unbearable. I knew I had to get out of there. But I had a plan. My next book was going to do great things. It had to. Following the lackluster and less than impressive sales on my 2 previous works, believe me, failure was not an option this time. I was banking on this one. I put everything on the line and stepped out on faith. But would it be worth it? The first thing I usually did when all the kids came in from breakfast was take attendance. I also changed a few diapers and waited for the morning announcements to come on. But of course, there was always a little fuckery that helped kick off my day.
Good morning, Miss Matthews. Can I speak to you for a minute?
Oh, Lord, what this bitch want? I knew it had to be some drama. It was always drama with Miss Madison. Sure. Come on, let's step outside. Miss Madison was a 40-something-year-old teacher's assistant. She had been in the game for at least 15 years, and the emptiness from a life she didn't choose was written all over her spirit. She was bitter. She was petty. And worst of all, she was sneaky. And I don't deal with motherfuckers like that, so I definitely made sure that I kept her at arm's length.
Well, it's been brought to my attention that you are the leader of the Harvest Festival Committee, and I just wanted to make sure I came to you and confirmed. Last year, there was a big issue about who was in charge and who did what, so I just wanted to be sure.
Well, the Harvest Festival is like 2 months away, but yes, I am the chair of the committee.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I just wanted to be sure, because you know they always say that Miss Madison trying to start trouble, so I just wanted to get it right, that's all.
Okay, well, yes, I'm the chair. See, it was shit like that would set me off. I can't stand passive-aggressive behavior. What the hell was that even about? Miss Madison was upset because she wanted to be the chair of the Harvest Festival in the previous year, but everyone voted me in. Instead of being an adult about it, she took times like this to make sure she was petty. It wasn't even that deep. It's a committee. We didn't get paid for it. No overtime, no bonus, just some kudos. I guess that shit really meant a lot to her.
Oh, okay. Well, can you make sure that whenever you get around to emailing everyone in the committee, that you include everyone's role in the festival, just so people know exactly what you need them to do? Because last year...
I'll be sure to do that. I would love to finish this, but I have to finish changing these kits so we can start morning meeting. But thanks so much for stopping by.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time.
This bitch. Now look, I can admit, I sometimes fueled the fire between my coworkers and me. Sometimes I just couldn't resist the urge to let my petty monster roar. But it was only because I felt like folks just didn't know what to say out their mouth. I get it. I'm like an overachiever. And maybe that comes across like I'm trying to showboat, but I'm not. It's really not on purpose. I just have an innate desire to do my best at whatever is put before me. It's nothing personal. I don't want to try to be better than anyone. My only competition is me. That's just who I am. And because of that attitude, I was like the go-to person around the building. When folks wanted to get things done, they usually came to me. But unfortunately, there were employees like Miss Madison who had been in the school system for centuries and always thought that somebody was trying to steal her shine. But what she didn't understand was, this school, it wasn't my claim to fame. I was just simply passing through. I may have been there a little longer than I expected, but I had my eyes set on a much bigger prize. And she and all of the other disgruntled employees at Tubman Academy could have that shit, because I didn't want it. So by the time lunchtime hit, I was already worn out from the day, chasing kids, changing diapers, and dealing with unruly-ass adults. All of that shit took a lot out of me. I decided to take my lunch break at 1. I needed time to unwind. I usually spent my 30 minutes surfing the book, checking business emails, or perusing a whack-ass dating app, hoping to snag me a cutie with a purpose. Yeah, right. What a joke. Left swipe. Left swipe. Left swipe. Right swipe. He's yummy.
Who? Let me see. Oh, yeah, he is cute.
I know, right? Let me send him a wink. Sent.
You ever meet any of the guys on that site?
Every once in a blue moon, someone will tickle my fancy, but it's been a minute.
Well, if you act right, maybe Smith.
Shut up.
Girl, what you bring for lunch?
Shit, leftover Chinese food.
You don't ever cook. How you expect to get a husband?
Just because I don't cook doesn't mean I don't know how to cook. I can do a little something when I feel like it. Whatever. Corey walked in the lounge and beelined for the seat right next to me. He was good about doing shit like that. He knew I didn't want him near me, but it was all a part of his little gang. So, out of all the seats in here, you gotta have this one?
Hey, look, I'm not in the mood right now, so can you please just move your stuff? Thank you. Why do you have to be so difficult all the time?
Dude, listen, I'm just trying to enjoy my lunch. Let me live.
Okay.
Okay.
No problem.
You a little mad, huh? I know. I'm supposed to be an adult about this shit, right? But I just couldn't help it. It was something about him that just irked my face. I knew exactly what it was. We had a lot of sexual tension built up. But unless he was face deep in this pussy, I really wasn't checking for him like that. Is that bad? After a few side eyes and giggles with Yanni, I got back to enjoying my lunch and my new little right swipe cutie. A few minutes later, I noticed a text message pop up on my phone. It was from Corey. He looked dead at me to confirm that I received it. I looked back down at the text and immediately tingled.
Oh, so you showing off today, right? I guess I'm going to have to give you some of this act right and put my tongue all up in that pussy.
Oh, is that what I need?
Yo, baby, you already know. But listen, I'm going to scoop you up around 9. So just be ready, all right?
Okay. For the rest of the day, I daydreamed about that text, about how good Corey's dick was going to feel deep inside my pussy. It had been well over a week, and my body was way overdue. By the time he pulled up outside later that night, I was dripping wet. But luckily, I didn't have on any panties. I eagerly hopped into his truck.
So, what's up?
Hey.
Ooh, you looking all good, girl. Yo, that pussy ready for me, baby?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Let me see it.
He slid his hands down my jeans, and to his surprise, I was commando. The look on his face was priceless. He gently flicked his middle finger over my clit.
Yeah, that pussy right. She leaking.
Sir, you might want to concentrate on driving and not playing with my pussy. I want to live, right?
Got you. I ain't gonna hurt you.
Tell her do it how you want it. Let her know I'm on it. Bad little bitch, now I fuck her till the morning. Take her to the crib, let her roll the marijuana. Said she wants some good dick, so I'ma put it on her. Tell her, man, right now, boy, your bitch is gone. Matter of fact, you can have her back, cause I don't want her. Bad yellow bitches on my phone right now. Take them all down, just to dig them all down. Pass it to the squad, you already know. Lights, camera, action when we walk through the door. Just hit the club, spend 50 racks. I don't give a fuck, just hit the track and make it back. Got my niggas in here, style rolled up. We don't need a camera cause we iPhoned up. Niggas know we rollin' till the high go up. Suicide doors on the line, low up. Gotta do it how you want it.
When you working in the mirror, do it how you practice, but do it right here. I'm just saying, must have got it from your mama, but your mama ain't here. You can do it how you wanna go, do it how you wanna.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode. Past Due was created and executive produced by Experience J, mixed by Dab Phantom, music and sound design by Dab Phantom, Leo Zaruki, and Don Digital. Podcast and intro produced by Jonathan Gaither of A Sound Mind Creation. Past Due was written by Experience J, starring Experience J with an ensemble cast played by Zay Walker, Nairobi James, Breezy Malone, Nakia Magazine. Musical artists featured on this episode include Breezy Malone and B&B on the next episode of Past Due.
I recently had the opportunity to read your manuscript, and I loved it. I would like to discuss the possibility of a 2-book deal.
Are you serious?
Yes, it's amazing. It's raw and edgy, but it's real. It's everything today's fiction is missing.